Hello and welcome to central London. Now, just a few minutes walk away from here, I'm staying in a Point A hotel. Never heard of them before until I looked for a hotel tonight, but I'm going to be staying in one. I'm not too sure what to expect, but their brand focus is compact and efficient. So I'm guessing my room is going to be small, but very fairly priced for central London. Of course, I've opted for the cheapest room possible, which is actually a windowless room. That's right, you don't even get a window. But we can't check in yet, so I'm pretty hungry. Let's check out Spitalfields Market. Here we are, room 321. Let's go. Oh, so, bit of information. Turns out I actually got upgraded. Not sure why or how, because when I was booking it, it actually looked like there wasn't a lot of rooms left, so maybe someone cancelled, and now I have a window. So I'm quite happy about that. I've paid non-window prices and I've got a window, and I'm not sure whether I had a big double bed like this before, but I do now, and it is pretty impressive sizing. Although I think it just looks really big because the room is still very compact, but efficient. We'll check out the bed in full in a minute. Right opposite though, look at that. Beautiful wall-mounted TV, and it looks like you could watch movies and stuff on it as well. So that's quite cool. And it's got all the Wi-Fi information as well there, so that's always good to know. Does it have any accessibility though? It's not looking... It's not looking likely, is it? So, no Fire Sticks or other external devices are accessible in this room. But I'll be checking out the movies later. Hopefully they've got some good ones. Let's take you right back to the start of the room again. It's lovely and bright in here. I mean, it is a really nice summer's day today, hence why I do have, if it lights up, the aircon on, which it does have in this room, which is always good to see. We've got a hairdryer here on the right, which is good news, and what looks to be an old, like, wooden chair. I mean, there's not really much space to put it, but I suppose if you wanted to sit there and watch the TV, you could. Moving on, you've got some other hanging spaces with actual hangers where you can hang stuff up. And I actually saw on floor number 1, apparently, they've got an ironing room. I'm not really sure what that means. I don't know whether they do it or it's just a room with loads of ironing space. I don't know. But if you've got stuff that you need to iron, they've got an ironing room. But moving on, you've got a circular mirror here, which is always nice, and some storage here with... Oh! You've got a plug in there that could reach to the TV, so you never know, that might work out. Have they made like a little makeshift desk space here? I think they have. So if you get the chair out, put it here, you could have a laptop on there and do some work. That is quite cool, and I like how they've kept it with the compact theme of the room. In here is just another hairdryer. Is this like an old one or something? I don't know. So what's actually in here then? It's another hairdryer. Alright, being overly generous with the hairdryers. And then you've just got a room bin underneath it. Moving on around here, some more storage space with a safe down here, and another little cupboard. They're very generous with the amount of plugs that they're offering. They've got 2 there, 1 there. I don't know if they've got any that end. Obviously you're 2 in there as well. So you've got plenty of accessibility to plugs. And overall, a well-presented, fairly modern looking room. But let's see if the good news continues on into the bathroom. Let's have a look. Okay. This is all rather nice. They do have cheap plastic cups though, rather than glass, but I suppose the costs do have to be cut somewhere. You know, they are offering a good price for central London, which I'll come on to in a second. But the finishing in this bathroom is pretty solid. Like, everything else seems like high quality material, what feels like real tile, or maybe just some really good fakes, I don't know. But yeah, the overall finish of the bathroom is very nice, including the shower. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh, the floor could do with a bit of, oh god, there's a lot of marks around here. For a room that looks fairly new, the shower's seen a lot of usage. And I don't know, okay, it's not sticky, which is good. But yeah, they must have had a sticker there at some point. But pretty decent size, it's not overly massive, so you're not gonna get multiple people in there, but it's not too small either, so I should be all right. Lots of like markings and stuff all down the side of the door frames though. So you can definitely tell that there has been a lot of usage in here, but some spaces they've kept it very nicely up to date, and then some areas not so much. You do actually have a proper control panel over here. Let me see if I can light it up, where you can choose do not disturb, which I believe turns a light out on the outside, and your aircon controls, the master light switch, which turns out every single light. But you do have over here some mood lighting, which is nice lights around the mirror here and up there and around the bed as well, which is quite a nice touch. And by the looks of it, based off of the controls, you can like change the, oh, you can, look, the colour's changing. You don't see that very often in hotels. Like, you do get those mood type lighting around stuff, but you can't usually change the colour on them, so that's quite cool. Let's get the big lights on again. Right, shall we check out the bed first, or shall we talk about the price? Oh wow, that's actually really soft and comfortable. I wasn't expecting it to absorb the impact as well as it did. So literally not a sound, nothing. You just kind of sank in to the quilt, which was rather nice indeed. It does only come with one pillow each side though, so let's test them out. That's actually like the ideal size and shape for a pillow. I mean, it could be a bit longer actually, because it's like you've got one head rotation and you're on the edge of the pillow. Is that normal? Is that a normal size? I think that is a normal size. It looks pretty normal. All right, let's strip it back. Duvet thickness is pretty solid. I mean, on hot days like today, you don't want something that's, you know, really gonna boil you up. I mean, you got the aircon, but to be honest, I'm still feeling really hot in this room. The sheet does have a couple of little marks on it, and as well as a hair. I'm just gonna have to brush that away with a quick, didn't move by the way, that didn't move, not even a centimetre. So a slight negative point there for point A. But where they do excel is the prices. Now, I have paid £104 for tonight, which might seem a little bit pricey, but you do have to remember we are in central London. Hotels aren't cheap. In fact, this is one of the cheapest hotels I was able to find for tonight. Of course, I wouldn't usually get the luxury of a window at that price, but you do get the luxury of breakfast, so I will be checking that out as well. The Point A hotel chain is competing with like the Easy Hotels, is it Z Hotels or Z Hotels? As well as like the Hub from Premier Inn. That's the kind of range that we're looking at here with this style of compact efficiency, modern styling. That's the kind of hotel level that we're looking at. And I think so far, it's doing a pretty good job. We've only had one little issue. I'm really hoping the food is good though. I'm quite looking forward to a nice breakfast tomorrow. So yeah, £104. There's not a whole lot of facilities that go with that. It is literally just the room really, and you've got like a small bar area downstairs where breakfast will be served. But other than that, oh, can't forget the ironing room. You've got an ironing room, but no luxury facilities like swimming pools, fitness areas or anything like that. So let me know down in the comments below if you think that £104 is worth it for this hotel. And while you're commenting, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. That would really help me out and I'd appreciate it a lot. So right now I'm getting ready to meet some friends for dinner. You're not coming with me, but we are going to the Smoke Shack, which is hopefully quite nice. I'll let you know how that is when I get back, which is now. All right, I'm back. I've had a few beers and a lot of meat. I worked up the meat sweats quite considerably. It was a lot of meat. It was pretty nice though, I have to say. I would definitely recommend it, although the beef rib was delicious. I feel like the brisket could have been improved on. It's not the best brisket I've had. But nevertheless, I've had a good evening now. So I'm going to hop in the shower and then probably put on a movie and get to bed. So I'll see you in the morning for the breakfast review and an overall review of the room and how it performs as a hotel room. All right, see you in the morning. All right. Let's start off on the positives, shall we? Let's be positive. The shower was good. All right, I enjoyed my shower this morning, and the bed was comfortable. However, and now there's quite a lot of howevers. Let's start off with the shower. The bathroom is a little bit small. It's a little bit of a struggle when you're throwing your towel around. I mean, if you are a very small individual, you'll be fine. But I mean, I'm not the biggest lad, right? I'm not huge. I was, felt a bit, I don't know, just a little bit cramped. But maybe I'm just in a bad mood because I only got a few hours of sleep last night. I don't actually know exactly how much, but it wasn't a lot. And that is mostly due to that thing there. I kind of wish that I had a windowless room right in the basement because so loud. I mean, I can hear stuff going on now, and for some reason, I mean, it is London. You're gonna get a lot of noise. It's a busy city centre location, but it was so loud. I mean, if you know you're gonna build a hotel in a city centre location with a busy road outside, invest in some more soundproofing because yeah, I haven't slept well at all. And then when you do get to the morning, right outside my door, I mean, this would be different in other areas, but there's the end of the hallway with a door there. Now I'm guessing there's stairs there and people use that to access the floor, right? Problem with that is that every single time it opens, which for some reason was a lot, sounds like my door is opening. So I had like a mini panic attack every time someone opened that door out there. I was like, oh no, it's just the one outside. Oh no, it's just the one outside. So yeah, that wasn't fun. Overall, not a great night. Let's just hope that it can all be redeemed by a lovely breakfast. Let's head down there now. Okay, so that was breakfast, and to be honest, wasn't really that good, was it? It was just okay. No cooked food on offer, which was slightly disappointing, and what they did offer, of the pastries, I feel like if you're only offering up pastries and stuff, like the continental breakfast, I feel like they've got to be good ones, and that croissant just wasn't good enough, to be honest. It wasn't a great one. The ham and cheese turnover, though, that was quite nice. I like the concept. The compact efficiency type hotel is, I can see why it would be popular. I mean, £104 for central London, you're not going to get much cheaper than that. But I wouldn't be staying here again in a hurry, especially with all that noise. So thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, why don't you give the video a like and subscribe to the channel? I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next video. Alright. Peace.